just want to be internet famous, making videos in our basement, 6 figures ad revenue. It's so cool to be PewDiePie or Ethan Klein. But YouTube is a fickle bitch, there's no guarantees. Next month you might not make shit, no one knows what advertiser friendly now is. So just fuck it and make some cool shit. You can vlog your life, talk about your likes and dislikes. You can clickbait cause it's alright. Well, anything goes, as long as you know. There's no guarantees cause everybody wants to be the next big thing on your TV. Or you could blow up tomorrow and by next week you might be nobody. I need some motherfucking views. Views. I need some motherfucking views. Attention is what we're all after. Sometimes we look desperate, but sometimes there's laughter. We live in a society where our children think making cool memes is their future profession. Look around, you'll see that the joke's on me. All these millionaire kids, not even 17, cause you can be a fool and drop out of your school. All you need is those views. Or you can vlog your life, talk about your likes and dislikes. You can clickbait cause it's alright. Or anything goes, as long as you know. There's no guarantees cause everybody wants to be the next big thing on your TV. You could blow up tomorrow and by next week you might be nobody. I need some motherfucking views. I need some motherfucking views. So give me the, cause I want the, so give me the, cause I want the, so give me the, give me the, give me the motherfucking views. So give me the, cause I want the, so give me the.
Good morning, coffee beans. It's a Friday. We survived a week. It has been a week. Lord Jesus, it has been a week, but we survived it, guys. We made it through it. We're sliding into that weekend. Man, wow. Things popped off yesterday. Last night, we were doing our Thursday night Clear as Mud stream with my beautiful and intelligent co-hosts, Seth and Gigi. And we were going over some recent breaking activities. This weekend, as we know, big boxing match, Nashville, Tennessee, which is not actually too far from where I live. I contemplated actually maybe driving over. I know there were several creators and stuff that was going to it. I know Keemstar was really hyping it and stuff, and I was contemplating actually going. But let's be honest, those youngsters would want to go out and trip the light fantastic, party down, have all that kind of fun till the wee hours of the morning. And well, I couldn't do that. I mean, 8, 9 o'clock, man, I'm ready to go to bed. I just couldn't do it. And I didn't want to embarrass myself, and I didn't want to be called a pansy and a wuss and all these things. So I was like, You know, and then I started seeing a lot of hype this week coming from these two boxers that were on the card. Alex Stein 99. Alex Stein 99, I'm somewhat familiar with. Banana and I did a episode over on Clear as Mud back, I don't know, a year or so, year and a half ago, something like that. Alex Stein kind of gained his notoriety by going to city council meetings and stuff and just acting a fool. But it wasn't in the sense like he was destroying anything like that. No, he was just showing up and he had these really, really just wild, outlandish speeches that he would make, and just very tongue-in-cheek comedy and stuff like that, and just kind of make people feel a little awkward and stuff. Comedic. It was 100% comedic, and was just so funny. And we're going to get into that in a minute, but before we do, let's get into today's cartoon. Today's cartoon is It's a Friday Morning Happy Hour, a round of coffee for everybody. So everybody, you're going to get a free round of coffee this morning on yours truly. So anyway, so let's get right into it. So yesterday, what happened was Happy Punch, Dazen Boxing, I think that's how you say it. Misfits Boxing. Actually, I think Dazen is the name of the boxing event. Misfits Boxing is the one who's behind it. And Keemstar has several of the boxers actually under contract and stuff. And so it's kind of a collaborative effort on everybody's parts. So they had these events. We showed some of this stuff like last night. Where, hang on a second here, let me pull that back up, just in case some of you guys maybe possibly were not, see, where is it at? Why is that not coming up? All right, give me just a second here. Oh, here he is. Okay. So where is it at here? Let me find it. Alex Stein and his partner, Modine, kind of met up in it looked like to me, in this hotel. And they kind of had some back and forth in this hotel. Okay, I found the Twitter video here. Hang on a second. We watched this last night on Clear as Mud, but we'll go ahead again this morning. This to kind of show you both of these guys were comedic in nature.
Stein 99 on Saturday night.
Listen.
You heard it here?
Listen, round one, sorry did I bust your gum. Get up again if you think you're strong. Round two, now tell me what you're gonna do. Alex Stein, you're a dust to you. Round three, what are you gonna chat about me? I'll put you on the floor to sleep. Beep, beep. Round four, told you I'm coming in raw. Do you wonder why on the floor? Chat about Modine, you get smacked in your jaw. Modine, I'm so hardcore. Like shit.
All right, so these two go back and forth. They're doing these little rap battles, and they're just kind of talking smack to each other. And then they really ham it up here in just a minute. They start kind of pushing each other a little bit here. We turn this down. They kind of start pushing each other and stuff. Like I said, they ham it up even some more. At one point in time, Modine grabs up one of those little yellow caution signs, like what they put down when they're mopping, and gives it a fling at you can see here, gives it a fling at Alex Stein. He gets it and kind of flings it back. It's all a show, right? It's all a dog and pony show, and it was fine, right? Everything was cool. All right, so then what happens is they have the press conference yesterday. Now, last night we showed the clip from Brantley, Keemstar's girlfriend, who was there in the crowd. She had her phone out and recorded it, and on her Twitter feed, she a video. This is actually from the actual Happy Punch, and it's a little bit closer. It's a little bit clearer, not necessarily clear, but it's a little bit closer to what happened, and it's a little bit shorter segment. So here's what happened.
Well, I brought you a little gift because I know you love hot dogs. So.
Yeah, here's some hot dogs for you. Wow. Yeah, here's some hot dogs, Mo. I know you love that. You love pork, right? There you go. I know you like those hot dogs.
Now, just for the record, just so things clear, Modine is Muslim, right? And so throwing pork hot dogs on him, that's a big no-no, right? Anyway, of course, he reacts accordingly. Big fight. Turns out the whole conference area here where they were having the press conference, all that, winds up getting destroyed, right? Because Modine just goes completely and totally just crazy, right? Just destroys everything. Okay, so we can bring this back over here because we'll come back in here in a second. I'm going to show something here. We pull this back up here. So then last night, right before I get ready to go to bed, I get tagged in underneath this. I get tagged in a tweet by Master Motley. Says here, this is coming from Nick Castillo, who I believe was going out to Nashville. He's supposed to be there at this boxing event, right? Says Nick Castillo says days in 08 is fucked. They threw Alex Stein off the card. 2 days notice, LMAO. It's Crater Clash 3 in this shit. Yo, Misfits Boxing, what the fuck? Alex Stein put out this tweet. So Nicholas was quote tweeting this, says, I just had my fight canceled for throwing turkey dogs on Modine. Termination of contract in Nashville, July 2023. Mr. Stein, at the press conference today, you threw sausages that were believed to be pork meat at Mr. Mohammed Kuba, aka Modine. Your scheduled opponent causing a fight between Mr. Kuba and yourself. This fight caused the destruction of the press conference stage. You put the name and reputation of Misfits Boxing, its shareholders, and its partners into disrepute. I don't disrepute. What the hell is that? Let me look that up. I don't even know what that word means. Disrepute. Is that how? Did I misspell that? Disrepute. Okay. DISREPU. Disrepute. The state of being held in low esteem by the public. Really? In low esteem? I don't think so. It hyped the boxing match to me. It hyped the event. I disagree with Misfits Boxing's assessment of this. It drew attention. It drew more hype. These are, this, here's the thing. It's, they used to call brothel houses of disrepute. Oh, yeah, I guess so. But anyway, go support Alex Stein 99. Of course, like I said, Mr. Motley tagged me and D-Max into this, and I was like, well, this sucks balls. Max said, Allah damn it. Allah damn it. Good one, Max. He's always so much funnier than me. God, I hate him. Anyway, Modine calls out Misfits Boxing, Days in Boxing for canceling his fight. Here's what Mr. Modine had to say about the situation.
Serious now. What's happened today, the altercation in the press conference has led the Zone and Misfits to cancel my boxing fight. Now, I'm feeling heartbroken because my fight is getting cancelled because of someone else's actions. And I'm not getting the chance to smash this guy's face in, yeah? So, I just wanted to say, look, found out it was not pork, bait, whatever, yeah? It was some next chicken, whatever, yeah? So that's calm. As long as it wasn't that's not that deep, innit? So, I don't know what to say. The fight, they've told me the fight is cancelled now, man's bugging out. And I want to smash this brain, but they're telling me it's cancelled. Like, that's not fair, innit? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Like, man's switching. Like, proper. I don't know what to say. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Tell me what do you lot think? Like, what one?
So, Modine even, says, it was turkey, right? If we go here to Alex Stein,
I'm mad.
You're
I'm mad about it.
Why? So Alex Stein puts out a thing. He says here, right here, we show where the packages that's used is smoked white meat turkey franks. So, he's showing the evidence that, this was turkey. It was all a bit. Listen, Alex Stein is a comedian, right? First and foremost, he's a comedian. He is
the name of the fucking show is Misfits.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I get off the train is like, dude, like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, do you want people to do this kind of shit or not? And my thing is, like, what irks me the most is like Misfits' little response. I hope this is a work, by the way, because I still think, I kind of think in my head somewhere in my brain that this has to be a work. Yeah. Like they're gonna be like, okay, guys, they're gonna let him fight, at the very last minute or whatever, and that'll be a big hype. But like, what kills me about it is that it's like that the whole thing happened. They blame the destruction of the set as like on Alex Stein.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it was Modine who destroyed. By the way, multiple times. Like not like you showed both of those clips. He destroyed property multiple times. So like I get it. Like Modine, whatever. It also a bit on his end. But I'm just saying if you're going to like, it's very obvious from a PR marketing standpoint. Yeah. That they went after Alex because they didn't want this fight to keep going on and for this to keep happening, but that they couldn't say anything about Modine. And what really bothers me about that is that Modine is either too idiotic, too stupid, or just I don't know, like that bad faith to just go along with that and be like, oh yeah, Alex Stein, bro. He be destroying the set out here, bro. Like it's like what do you, dude? You did that. Like you fucking did that. Yeah. Like I get it. You're mad because of like your religious bona fides here, but like, bro, like, come on, take some accountability. Just these boxing matches can't fucking take accountability for their actions. I don't get it. How is this turning into Creator Clash 3?
Right, it's exactly what it is. This is the next Froggy Fresh. But let's be honest with you. So this is I think what is this called? Des and 9, is that what it's called? Okay, let me just look up Des and boxing. Let's just go out of here. Let's see here. DZN 9.
Eva. I already pig mistake. I agree. Pig mistake. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see who all they have out here boxing. So this is July 22nd. Okay, so let's see if they show here who.
Would you mind sharing your screen, sir?
No, I don't want to share with you. Why should I share with you? All right, so let's see who they have out here on the card. I don't know any of these people. None of them.
You know who they should? Oh, you know who they should have? Prime Time 99 on the grind all the time. Yeah, it's the only person on the card I think I know.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing. Can
you pull those up maybe? Yeah, let's see.
I'm not seeing. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing.
Wasn't that a tweet down there? Like, wasn't that couldn't you pull that up? And isn't that like the card with all the people? Yeah, do that. Right.
All right. So we got these two guys here, which is.
Are those the big card? Is that
no? This is the tag team thing. They're doing a tag team boxing thing. So these are the
How
two
the fuck does that work?
Dude.
That's not real.
No.
That's not a real thing.
No.
That's really dumb.
And then they've got
Survivor tag. What the fuck?
So there are all these things. Yeah, it's all tag team. Survivor tag. Then we got Anthony Taylor versus Paul Bamba. Alan Belcher versus Hasim Raham Jr.
What is this card? What is this card?
I don't
Who
know.
are these people?
I don't know.
Street Fighter. Wait. Hold on. They got a video game.
Street Fighter 2 versus OJ Rose and Kimbo
Street Fighter
Slice
2
Jr.
for the Super Nintendo is going to be fighting OJ Rose and Kimbo Slice Jr.
The thing about it is if they're going to promote this type of stuff where it's going to be quote creator clashes or creator fights, things like that, you kind of have to expect there to be some shenanigans, right? Because these guys are supposed to be entertainers before they're anything else. They're entertainers, right? And that was a lot of criticisms and stuff that people threw at these creator clashes, was the fact that these, quote, content creators, these entertainers, were doing absolutely nothing entertaining to hype up these matches, to promote these matches, right? So now we have this guy, Alex Stein, who is a comedian, comes out, is entertaining as all hell, throws some hot dogs, turkey dogs at that, at his opponent, right? Gets big hype. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I go to the news, to you, and I just type in Alex Stein 99, and just do news. Here we go. Alex Stein versus Modem controversy. Sports Matter. Alex Stein pork controversy. YouTuber pleads guilty to throwing turkey meat at Muslim opponent. The Mirror.
Yeah.
The Mirror's got it. Sportskeeda got it. Outkick's got it. Some New York Post.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Well, that
no,
was a
that's-
month ago, though.
Well, that's okay.
Wait,
That's
how are
that's.
some of these from a month ago?
I don't know.
Oh,
how
WNBA releases statement on. Oh, that's a different thing. Alex
Yeah.
Stein says it's about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's about something else. But
yeah.
okay. Well, as this goes along, this is going to get bigger and bigger, more and more
Sure.
traction.
Sure.
And it's going to turn into a Froggy Fresh type thing because there's a lot of people asking questions. I saw Nicholas Diorio was making a tweet about it. You know, I've seen other people make a tweet about it. I think, I just don't. Okay. Remind me again, what kind of connection does Keemstar have to this event? Like, who is he to this? To them?
Keemstar and FouseyTube, there's others involved, but those are the two big players that I'm aware of. Has this boxing promoting company called Happy Punch.
So Fousey is the other person.
Fousey is the other partner. There's other partners, but as far as out front that I'm aware of, that I know names of, FouseyTube was the other one. And
okay,
so,
because Fousey, from my knowledge, from my memory, is a Muslim himself, right?
that is correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think of a reason. Like, at this point in my mind, the question is this real? Like, is this a real thing? Because I'm skeptic, because like the way that Keemstar is promoting this, the way he's like talking about this still, it's like almost implies that it's out of his hands. And it's like, how? Like, how is it out of your hands, Keem? I don't understand. Like, I get it. If there's stockholders and this is like a publicly traded company, which apparently it is, right? Then maybe, you have a fiduciary responsibility to your shareholders. But I would make the argument to them, this is actually putting yourself in more risk than you actually having the event. Because more people wanted to come out because of the Alex Stein thing than not,
Yeah.
And also, too, you have the person who's the victim who's saying that it's perfectly fine and everything's okay. And it wasn't a big deal because it wasn't actually pork. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Like, why are we virtue signaling? Why are we pearl clutching here, misfits? What's that about?
So in this tweet here, this is the one I showed earlier, right? Where Nicholas Diorio was talking about the days in 8 is fucked. This person here, Bjork Horseman Enjoyer, says, am I missing something, or is this not a perfectly legitimate response? Comparing this to the creator clash bullshit seems unfair. Nicholas Diorio says, nah, this is fucked. Mo doesn't agree with it, and now he doesn't get paid. Does, and is just appealing to the masses, taking money from the affected party. Bjork follows up and says, my point was really just disputing that the creator clash comparison. To be honest, this seems reasonable compared to Lil N being scared of Sam Hyde.
I mean, that's a nuanced take, I guess, but it's actually kind of worse. I don't know. It's not worse. I guess it's a little bit better than the creator clash situation. Tuja79 in chat actually made a good point. Says, I don't think that the owners of the venues are willing to have people that destroy property. See, if that was the statement, if it was released and it said, hey, our venue is saying that we can't allow these people anymore because of this destroyed venue, I think nobody would have a problem. And the hate mob would be directed specifically at whatever the venue is, and they'd be like, come on, like, who cares? It's a boxing match. Like, you guys should have known, whatever. This is why you have down payments and deposits, safety deposits and shit like that. Like, that's very common. But I mean, good point. If that is what it is, then I mean, it might be out of their hands, but stupid. It's a weak PR argument, or it's a weak PR statement to come out and be like, oh yeah, this thing that actually wasn't a thing. Yeah, he's getting canceled for that. This thing that he didn't even do. Yeah, he's out. It feels gross. It feels like there's something else going on.
Yeah. So Unbar, I'm not sure how you say his name. Says Modine was crying in the hotel because he trained. He flew across the world to make a statement, and now he has to fly back without a fight, purse, or his revenge. Evidently, and Keemstar retweets this, that same tweet says, yeah, Misfits Boxing and Days in Boxing should let the fight happen. Canceling the fight is causing more harm, in his opinion.
So who canceled the fight? Is it Dazen that canceled it and not Misfits? Is this like a partnered event or something like that? Because I don't understand. Like, I don't get how it is that Keem could be like somebody who's a higher up in this thing, and for some reason this not happen. I don't get it.
I don't know if Dazen is like its own thing. I know Misfits Boxing.
What is? I've never even heard of Dazen. Like, what? DAZN Boxing?
See, this is where it gets into sports, and I don't do sports. But Misfits Boxing, I think, is the actual promoters. And from my understanding, I think Dazen is like the company that is putting on. Does that make sense? They're like the production company. They're like I don't know if they're necessarily, see, because they got this X Series 08, Dazen.com. Let's see.
Okay. So it's like Dazen is like the actual people that do the cards and stuff, and then Misfits is the promoter.
Yeah, because if you go to Dazen here, like you can, they're the ones that like the production company, if that makes sense.
So you can watch the fights on this.
Yes, it's like $20, right?
Okay.
And then, but it's not just boxing. It's like they do other stuff, right? Like August 5th, they've got Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. It's going to be done by Dazen, right? This company. They're the ones that, so you sign up,
God damn, man. What kind of world do we live in where the Pauls can be, thrust into this and it's perfectly fine, but a dude throws like non-pork hot dogs on a Muslim dude as a gag, and then it gets canceled. It gets the whole, and then that guy freaks out and destroys property, and then the other guy is the one that gets canceled. How the heck? Like, what kind of world do we live in where the Pauls are, they can skate free for all the stupid shit they've ever done? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's not go back and look at any of that.
So Eva, who's very, very smart about knows everything, says it was founded by KSI and run by Mams Taylor, Kale, and Nassan Sarline, Keem, etc. are promoters, aren't they? I think that's right. Okay. I think that's right. I think like again, there was several.
So he's like an announcer or something.
Well, Keem is a promoter. He has his Happy Punch Promotions, which, like I say, he is in partnership with, I know, Fousey, and there was another dude. Here's the thing about it. Like, I seen the other dude when he went and did that big trek where he went out to Jordy's place with Wings of Redemption and over to Boogie's. The dude looked like Keem. It was like Keem's brother.
He looked exactly like Keem. Yeah.
So that's another partner in the
AI Keem. I remember somebody saying that AI Keem.
Yeah, and it's so that's the Happy Punch crew, right? So Happy Punch has boxers that they've signed, and then they are promoters, right? So they promote these boxers, they get them into events and so on and so forth, right? Then you've got Misfits Boxing, which is like Happy Punch. They have boxers, they promote boxers, they get them into events and so forth. And Dazen is like
it's Does Zone, apparently.
Does Zone, I'm sorry. Does Zone is the engine, if you will, that these boxers come and box under and puts on these events. They're the ones that do like all the promotion stuff. And from what Eva was saying, that was actually started by KSI, right? And it's currently run by like Mams Taylor, Kali and Nessie Sauerland.
See, okay,
So-
because like I think for these types of things to happen, and usually, I'm not asking for any sort of targeted harassment or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if you
yeah,
really
yeah.
want to see really want to see the needle move, then you gotta talk to those guys.
Mhm.
You gotta start or if there's some sort of a way to be able to, I don't know, get in contact with like the board or whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? Because they need to understand that like you doing this is
Yeah.
actually going to cripple your fiduciary responsibilities. You're gonna make less money because of this decision, you know? So unless it is because of the venue, you better say it. Like if it's the venue, you better say that, you know?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, hey, what can we do? We understand it's like you don't want people to destroy property. But then I would say DAZN and, even Misfits or whoever, like, yo, you got to do a better job of finding a venue that's okay with this silly goofiness that we do. We're YouTubers. For fuck's sake, BronyCon got destroyed. You
Yeah.
think fucking YouTuber boxing is not going to get a little bit of damage?
Yeah.
That's
So-
why, again, that's why you have safety deposits.
Yeah, so Joy says that, kind of like what we were saying, Keem is a boxing promoter and he has fighters on his stable, and it's his job to get him fights with various organizations. DAZN, or however you say it, puts on the biggest fights in the world, not just influencer boxes, legitimate world championship boxes matched. Yeah.
So that statement was from DAZN, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, well, let's see. Hang on. The statement was from. Let me find it here. Where is?
Because I want to know who dropped him. Like, who is taking responsibility for dropping?
Okay, Misfits. Misfits Boxing is Boxing is the one that released him. So this is. So I don't know if the pressure is coming from.
How the fuck does that work? How
I don't
is it
know.
That I could see because it's Keemstar. We know how Keem is. That phone call probably went, "You're doing what?"
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm gonna pound some sand on fucking Twitter about this though.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, or it's a work. I don't know which.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pickleton says he has a dozen for the live British boxing goes. They do great coverage. I'm
Okay. Well, I can't throw DAZN under the bus.
DAZN,
That statement
right.
comes from Misfits. So
Yeah, so I don't know why Keem here is calling out both DAZN and Misfits. If I don't know, because if the statement, if the statement here is coming from Misfits saying that
yeah.
their reputation, I don't know, unless he's just trying to get the actual, I guess for lack of a word, the engine that's going to televise and put all this stuff on to try to put pressure on Misfits to say, hey, listen, you're cutting in our pocket here, right? You're cutting into our pay-per-view sales. So
I just love this tweet because it's like Modine calls out Misfit Boxing and blah, 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 right? And then it's like, and then right next to his name, it has the little Misfits icon. It's like you're verified through them, dude. Like everybody, you're connected. Like I honest, to be honest with you, I mean, unless there's some sort of a game like that, which it very well could be the case. It's exactly what you just said. He's trying to put public pressure, and that's what he's trying to leverage.
yeah.
But I almost feel like Keem at some point should probably make a statement and exactly explain what his role is here. Because I'm very confused. I don't understand how this could happen like this. How does he not have any pull like that? I don't get it.
So according to, here we go. This is Joy Westside said this in chat, so I wouldn't pull it up here. So Sam Hyde says, yo, Alex Stein and Mo Dean, come run this fight at Big Six in Providence. I'll cover y'all's flights and put up $10K for the winner. So Sam Hyde says, hey, just come on over here to New Jersey. We'll, Providence, Rhode Island, whatever. And says, rather not New Jersey, and says, I'll give y'all $10K for the winner. Come over here, run it. We'll do it. And I guarantee you, he'll televise. He'll put it on YouTube. He'll do something.
I mean, I know that Quartering isn't our favorite person over here in commentary, but I've got some sponsor cash to help, is what he said. Yeah. I mean, but this is how this works. It's so weird to me it's like, I get it. If you're a big promoter that does like big top line, you know, big name people in boxing,
Yeah.
like, you know, that's fine. That's your own thing, whatever. But if you're going to be getting into the realm of like creators and influencers, you should know that it's a rougher and tumble sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like God, this rubs me the wrong way. I really feel like this is a work or something. It doesn't make
It
sense.
does,
It
right?
just doesn't make any
It really-
sense.
but because here's the thing, right? Alex Stein is attached to this, right?
Yeah.
Alex Stein is he's such a goofball.
He's the guy who dresses up as a rat and goes to like a city town hall meeting and
Yeah.
says that he's advocating for the furries as a rat.
Mhm.
I mean, he's the guy who went up to AOC and called her big booty Latina, got her
Yes.
to go over and start rizzing him up, and then when she realized it was Alex Stein, started flipping out.
Yeah.
Alex Stein is primetime 99 pimp on a blimp. You
Yes.
think this motherfucker wasn't gonna try some shit like this? You put him against a Muslim dude.
Yeah, I mean-
Okay, I'll tell you this much. Wasn't a great look. Like, okay, it was really, really funny because my adventure with this whole story was that I saw the clip posted from Brantley, and it was
Yeah.
hilarious because it's basically a dude throwing, I don't even know, because you can't even tell from the original video what he
Yeah.
through on the guy, but then the guy gets really upset, and then you realize it's hot dogs, and you're like, oh, okay. Is
Yeah.
it like a gay thing? Is it like you don't know. You don't, like,
Yeah.
is he a food eater, like, person or something?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
And then, you know, come to find out that the dude was Muslim, and I go, ooh, okay, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's cringe. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't, because especially since like Alex was also saying stuff like, oh, welcome to America, which I
Yeah.
get. He was doing it as a bit. Like I don't
Yep.
think he actually was meaning to say it like that. And then come to find out later, they're not real hot dogs. They're turkey dogs.
Yeah.
So he's saying all of this stuff, and with that context, now you understand it's all a bit. It's all for the promotion of the fight. You know, where's the issue? I don't understand where the issue is besides the destruction of property, which apparently is the thing that kind of kicked off. But Alex didn't do it. He didn't do it. You know, if you are a top line big, like if you're trying to look at yourself as if you're a top line like boxing promoter or boxing whatever, like shouldn't you give the title to the person who didn't do anything wrong, which is Alex Stein, right? By their own admission. I don't understand how that works. I don't get it.
So I'm gonna find the pictures that Keemstar put out. All right.
Yeah, there they are.
So here's the pictures of the post conference. It's some flipping tables. It's maybe I don't know. I'll be generous. I'll be generous.
Yeah.
Let's say $1,000 worth of tables.
Oh, hell no. No, not even.
Okay.
Not
Again,
even.
I said I'm being generous
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's highly generous. That's way generous.
Yeah. Okay. And then you can see
Because
it's
even if they broke the little thing behind them, I mean,
Yeah.
like that's really
that's just
nothing.
banners. It's just banners, right?
Yeah.
And it's hot dog. Steam cleaned the carpets. If there was a chair or two broken, okay. Maybe there was a table or two. Let's say all said and done, cleaning everything, couple of grand, right?
No,
I'm pretty
it's,
sure
it's two PAs with a mop and a broom. It's literally
Yeah.
like, okay, if that took 2 hours to clean, that literally took. Oh yeah, they get paid a day rate, so it's only 150. So there you go.
Hang on here.
$300 between the two of them, and it's for everything else they did that day too.
Well, I don't know why it didn't come across. I'm sorry. It says I got a $6.66 tip. Says anonymous, long time listener, first time donation. Well, thank you for your long time listener and donation.
Not today, Satan.
But I'm sure Daddy Keem could break out his wallet and cover whatever
Keem!
expenses, right? I mean,
Dad!
it was his boxers, right? So if his children are misbehaving here, come on, Daddy Keem, come play a couple of bucks.
No, but he's doubling down. I wonder if this is going to cause a rift. I wonder if this is going to cause a split for him. You know, I wonder if this is going to break us off down the timeline where he gets up with Sam Hyde and they actually start their own thing. Because
Exactly.
because if this is real and he actually is upset about it and he is just not doing a promotional bit, like I don't see how, like I think that Keem is pissed if this is real. I think Keem would be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
You know? Because this is his part of this is his
Sure.
segment. I mean,
sure. I think that's all that Keem had. out there,
And super
so.
ironic too, because I think the big breaking video actually came from his girlfriend.
Yeah,
My stepmom.
Brantley. Yeah. She did she had a little bit lengthier videos, like a 2-minute video, because Modine actually goes totally ape shit. He does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going around, running around the room. He's running past people, and Brantley's like, "Hey, I'll let you through here. I'll let you through here. You can come through here."
She wants to see it. She wants to see the fight.
She was wanting it. Yeah, I don't know.
She walks around with a big giant stick so that she can just stir every pot she comes across. Is what Brantley likes to do. She's
But
funny,
anyway, like I say, I knew about the fight just because I heard people talking about it, whatever. I had contemplated driving over, decided I wasn't because
Are you going to do it now?
No, because I just couldn't hang with if I was lucky enough, first of all, to like meet up with people like, Nicholas Dior and those kind of guys. They're going to want to go into, late into the night, partying or whatever. And I'd be the old man.
You got to get home and you got sex to do.
Yeah, it's sleep. I just couldn't do it. I mean, 8, 9 o'clock, I'm faded. I'm just, my eyes are dropping.
Yeah, you're getting a different kind of crossfaded.
Exactly. So, I would just come off as kind of lame, and I'm already lame enough as it is. I don't need no more help with that shit. So
no, the real reason you don't want to go is because now there's no reason to go.
Yeah. So
why are you gonna go? It's like there's nothing happening.
Yeah. So anyway, there's
gonna
more...
go watch some dudes punch each other. Dudes who didn't throw fucking hot dogs on each other. It's whatever.
So Leafy, Leafy's back.
Who's that? I've never heard of him.
You never heard of Leafy? Okay.
No, I'd never.
So Leafy was this little edgy creator, this little kid. Creator back in 15, 16, somewhere in there. Then he
kept on getting. I think I kind of remember him. He kept on being called a D-Max clone, from what I remember.
Was that what it was? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know. My memory's fuzzy. I don't remember.
You guys kind of look. You guys kind of look a little bit alike too. You guys could be like.
I know. That's why I've got the chin stuff. It's like I can avoid the no chin allegations.
Yeah, we don't want no chin anyway. So Leafy has made a resurgence, and he is over on your favorite streaming platform right now, Rumble. And so he's been doing some streams over there, and he's been pretty wild about stuff. He did some stuff in and around Destiny. Destiny got really butthurt and actually got some of his streams and stuff taken down off of Rumble. There was censorship that occurred. Yes, there was.
Ooh.
And Leafy wasn't real happy about that. He had some choice words, but moving along, because he found more greener pastures to kind of churn up here. So now he's been kind of going after Andrew Tate. And he says, after months of convincing Keem and Nick to 1v1 debate shit randomly, turns into a free-for-all. Nick versus Keem versus Leafy versus Ralph versus Sneeko. Dox threats, pedophile accusations, and homosexual accusations widely used. Still unsure who is guilty and who isn't.
Leafy, I think a blind person could work a toaster better than you could work Discord. I don't know if you saw any of this, but he can't fucking do Discord worth like anything.
The dude's a multimillionaire, but he doesn't know how to operate technology. That's the stint of it. Yeah,
I know how to work Discord better than him, and I'm horrible at it. I'm fucking terrible at it. Thank you. Shout out to Shogun, Critical Shogun, for this clip, by the way.
Yeah. So anyway, here's the clip. This interaction between everybody.
Both know you were lying, dude. Just like, please,
I never heard a response.
Please send me a fucking DM on Twitter.
It's low.
Yeah, it's low. Low for me, at least. I don't know if it's low for them.
Chat was it too?
Oh, never mind. That's me. My fault. My bad.
Did you have it? The audio turned down on the stream?
Yeah. Okay. My bad, guys. Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Like, just saying that you listen. Fuck, just fuck them low key.
Okay. Just time out. What is going on with his Twitter? What is going on with his Twitter clip of Nick supporting this guy who like groomed a child? Like, what is the deal? Because
I
it
have
broke
no
up. I didn't
fucking
hear a
idea.
response.
Dude, I tried going through it. Meanwhile, you were tilting me because you blocked me on fucking every social media. And on top of that,
I had to because you kept calling me over and over again when I told you I'm busy. I'm
Dude,
working,
you told
bro.
me you were-
Somehow you think you're
told-
like
What
the
the
president
fuck?
of the.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What you blocked me, Keemstar? You actually blocked me because I was calling you like a lot, like like Keem. What the fuck, man? Like what the hell? Like what the actual fuck, man?
Yeah.
Is that a good Leafy? Am I
Pretty.
doing all right?
Yeah, it's pretty close. I think you need a little bit. You need to be a little bit more. A little bit of higher pitch because I'm not for sure.
A little bit more like he's like a little bit more like Leafy. Like no,
Yeah.
that's a little bit too much. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, Leafy, what are you doing? What is this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know,
What the hell is
dude.
happening?
I don't know, but he's got like 7,000 or almost 7,000 people watching him. So
I just love it because I saw a tweet from Smaggle
Yeah.
and it was like after I guess a good brunt of this was done. I think he went on to do more, but Smaggle
Yeah.
said something like, "That's it. I just watched 3.5 hours for a gay and pedophile debate." I was lulling at that because I'm like, yeah, this is why I don't watch because I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's been what 8-9 years really since Leafy has made content consistently,
Mhm.
and he hasn't changed.
No, yeah.
There's been
He
no
might have gotten
character-
worse, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no character development here. There's no growth. And
Well,
what's
and it's fine. He doesn't have to. But
no,
like, I mean,
okay. So here's the question: Is that sad on his part, or the fact that there's almost 7,000 people, 6,500 people watching this nonsense? Which ones is it worse? Is it that he still garners those types of numbers, or the fact that there's really been no change from 2016, 15? I don't.
yeah, it's like, I guess, I don't know. You know what it just sucks because like if Leafy could just play well with others, there were so many possibilities and things that could happen, you know? Because I just imagine like how powerful could Leafy be as like a commentator if he was on a show, and I'm not saying this like to promote, I'm just as an example.
Yeah.
Like if he was on a show like Now Recording, like with other
Sure.
guys, there's
Sure.
one guy who does a lot of the research.
Yeah.
They bring the things to him, they spoon feed it, and they say, all right, what do you think of this, Leafy? And then he
Yeah.
goes one by one by one. I think a lot of the problems that he's having right now is that he's trying to do it all himself and he sucks. He just he's never been a good content creator. Like editing, he's not an editor. He doesn't know how to edit. Famously $20 for simple, I mean, very not hard things to do at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to work Discord, obviously, not from this clip, but from at least another clip that I saw. He tried to mute somebody and they ended up just muting it for him and not muting it for the server. So then they started having an argument, but then on stream it was only a one-sided argument. It was like, dude, like maybe in a year he'll get good or whatever. You know, I understand Discord's not the easiest thing in the world to pick up, but like, I mean, you come back into this space, you know, I don't know.
JFA says Now Recording is a terrible example. They lack skills in the interviewing department.
Well, you know, everything JFA says, it's really the opposite. So
Yeah,
I take that as a
kinda
high class compliment.
Compliment.
So.
You know,
JFK.
Here's the thing. Leafy, for all of his whatever leafiness, he's doing something right. He's highly entertaining because people still flock to listen to him, to hear him, right?
I don't think so. You know what? Hot take. I don't think so. I think it's just veneer at this point. I think because I think that the people who are coming to this are a lot of people who are younger. I want to say, I bet a lot of people who are in this audience ship right now are like Grimsy. Like they're 19, 20. They kind of remember that Leafy is here. If you ask them like what did he actually do? Like, can you recite any points that he had on anybody or anything like that? Because I know that Leafy wasn't like a thought leader or anything like that. He was like a dude who made fun of people. But like, could you tell me specifically what happened, you know, then, or like any of that? I guarantee they don't know shit. It's like they remember Leafy as being the edgy, funny guy, and he is like the corner of the market on that. And that's why people want to go watch him, and that's fine. They can go, you know, that's good for him. But I wouldn't be surprised if after, a few months, like his viewership starts going down because people go, okay, every single time he makes a stream, every single time he does something like this is how it like pans out, It's like
Yeah.
it's just at a certain
Well,
point, it's gonna get like, ugh.
It's either
what's the
that
point?
or he'll get bored of it.
I think Calvin would get bored. I think he'd get bored.
Probably so. But I agree. If he was with, if he could get say 3-4 people, right, and let him kind of be the color commentator, right? He doesn't.
He can do it easily. There's plenty of people to do it.
He doesn't have to be the most knowledgeable, whatever. They just say, "Hey, Calvin, what do you think about?" And just drop, this whatever show tweet, whatever, and then just let him do his leafy routine, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then
That's the thing that's always killed me is that he has the money, he has the ability. I don't
100%.
understand why he's never tried to just make a team. Like if he was just outward about the team element of it, like you could have an editor, you could have somebody who writes for you. I don't think anybody would really have a problem with it at this point because you've kind of earned that spot.
Sure.
So like,
Do you know what it is? Maybe he's such a tight bastard. He doesn't want to pay him over $20, and people just won't work for that shit.
sell your fucking Tesla, bro. Like Jesus. I don't have much sympathy. It's like you bought all your shit, you threw all your money away. Keemstar literally taught you how to invest.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Yeah. I think he still got quite a bit of money from.
Well, then he should be fine. I'm not even one of these people that's like, yo, rich guy, do a thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, you can make your show better. Yeah. You can make it so that this type of shit show doesn't happen. Unless this is what you want. I guess this is why people show up. But like, what's the point?
Yeah. You know who's really been doing really great here lately and having some really awesome shows?
You Peepaw. You've been doing great.
No, I'm average at best. At best, I'm average. I'm going to tell you who's been doing awesome, been knocking it out of the park. K-Huck. K-Huck has been doing really good.
K-Huck has been killing it.
She, here's the thing. She kind of had some rough, bumpy starts. She did. She'll admit to that.
Streaming. That's how it happens.
You have to learn if you've never done. Yeah, it's hard. If you've never done it before, just getting comfortable with the technology, the back end of running stuff.
It's a large leap, a huge bar for entry in streaming. It's very complicated.
Yeah, and then when you add in trying to manage this, that, and whatever else. But she has been doing some really good. She's focusing, or seems like here recently she's been focusing on just doing interviews, right? So she's interviewed Bunny, Spectre. She even filled in for me one morning when I was during my vacation. She got up really early and she put on the peepaw slippers and gave her a cup of coffee. And I think she determined that shit was just too old for her or too early for her, and to hell with that. I can appreciate that. I get that. She's interviewed you. That was a very good one. She did Murdoch. And Murdoch, I'm gonna tell you something. Murdoch is an entertaining cat. I really like Murdoch. I met him. Cool. I met him when I did a Riz off over on Flatleys channel.
Yeah.
Trying to Riz up.
I don't remember any of that. That day is like a whole blur to me.
Yeah, you kind of went ham on that stream as well.
I was there.
Yeah, you was there. I went there solely because Bunny has a real special place in my heart, and I wanted to make sure that any of these cats in there was trying to riz her up, that they had to. I wanted to get the bar as high as I possibly could get it, and I will say this: I'm glad I did, because there were some characters in there that was trying to riz up Bunny. Whew. In hindsight, was not good. Good.
No.
But I think Murdoch.
You know who ended up winning out of that, though? Right?
It was Murdoch. Murdoch, wasn't it?
No, it was Maggot Edits actually won, because they were always together the whole time, so it just kind of worked out. There really wasn't any contest to begin with. It was never a contest. All of us failed in comparison to Maggot Edits. So,
Yeah. So last night, she's had Van Luke to go on.
Yeah, has she really?
Yeah, she did. They
Well.
actually, she sat down with Van Luke and actually,
Oh wow, she
uh,
did. Yeah. Huh.
and reacted to Van Luke's video that she done on Colleen. And then last night she had a super secret special.
Who was
pers-
it?
It was Dead on Dave.
Oh, and she didn't title it. She's got to retitle it so that she can get all the sweet algorithm push.
Yeah, you need, now that it's happened, 100% go in there and redo that and make sure you get Dead on Dave in the title.
Yeah, tag it up.
And then tonight she threw this old man a bone, and she and I are going to have a conversation this evening. So
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nobody go watch it because I want mine to have more views. Just kidding. Go watch it for K-Huck's sake, not for Peepaw's sake.
no, not at all. And then she's got Rennie. She's going to be, I think it's Saturday. She's doing an interview with Rennie. So she's coming right along, and she's doing real good. And I was very honored that she asked me to be on there tomorrow evening. So I'm looking forward to it. So, or not tomorrow evening, tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard, 8 p.m. Eastern. So, and on that note, Mr. Run Leon is calling in. How you doing, Leon? Yeah.
Good morning.
So
Boring.
let me ask you a question. Did you ever settle on whether or not the girl lied and no toddler died?
Let's talk about slavery.
You want to talk about slavery? Okay.
What are you talking about, Riverter? The bitch lied.
That's what I'm saying. There's even more news on how she lied that no toddler died.
Oh man, it's looking real bad. It looked like she did all that to get some dick back. Looked like she did all that to get some dick back. That's bad.
I watched your video, the little like 9-minute video, whatever. I watched that yesterday evening, where the boy, there's a text messages or whatever came out where she was talking to the ex's new girl or whatever.
Stripper.
Yeah. And anyway, so I was talking trash about, I guess, trying to get the dude back, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, man. And there's allegations allegedly she was over at a girlfriend's home the entire weekend, maybe. I don't know.
Ooh.
It's all I know is I saw a report from one of the news stations there saying that the police department had requested a second or put in a second request to interview her because the police department hasn't even talked to him yet, but has put in a second request and was denied. Eventually, she's not going to be able. They're going to quit asking. They're just going to come grab her and they're going to interview.
I can't wait. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, something tells me that in this day and age with technology and the digital footprint that is everywhere you go, something tells me the police probably pretty much know everything that was has transpired or happened, and I think the young lady probably has some answers that she's gonna have to.
Do you think she's smart enough to just zip her lip? Because I think that would probably be the best thing to do in this circumstance. You get called in for something like that, you just go, Fifth Amendment. I ain't saying shit.
No.
You know?
No. Not unless
if she runs her mouth at all, it's going to be, it's going to be really bad because the story is just going to get worse and worse for her. She's going to get away from her. She's going to lie again.
It's getting worse without being quiet.
I'll just say this. Usually, if the people are smart, right? When press or anyone like and they know there's some shenanigans, they will say they'll have an attorney and let the attorney do the talking, and the attorney will basically say something along the lines of we're fully cooperating with law enforcement and we have no.
And you can't say that. You can't say that now.
Nah, because now mom and dad was on national television talking about how she was kidnapped and how she fought for her life, and all this stuff, all these people making all these statements. That's out there. That's on the record. That's so yeah.
I just love the fact that I wasn't too far off on my theory.
Yeah.
And how this bitch did all this for some dick.
Yeah.
And now her boyfriend, Her ex-boyfriend is swimming in pity pussy right now, and she's sitting somewhere eating Cheez-Its. It's a beautiful fucking day.
Lord. So what else have you got going on, Leon? What else is on your radar?
Nothing.
Nothing. So, did you have you seen any of this stuff, or do you care anything about the stuff with Alex Stein and Modine and the hot dog gate?
Who?
Hot dog gate.
You should show him the thing. He might like it.
I
If
don't
you have it
know.
still pulled up.
Oh, I still have it here somewhere. Let's see. Is this, yeah.
So long story short, basically this is a creator boxing event, whatever. Alex Stein, I don't know if you know who he is. He's going to be fighting this other guy named Modine. Modine is a Muslim. That's all you need to know.
Oh, hang on here. Let me pull this back up here. So,
Well, I brought you a little gift because I know you love hot dogs. So
Yeah, here's some hot dogs for you. Wow. Yeah, here's some hot dogs, Mo. I know you love that. You love pork, right? There you go. I know you like those hot dogs, Mo. They're pretty good, aren't they? Come on.
well, I brought you.
What do you think?
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. All right.
Do
Well,
you
fair enough.
do you care anything about these boxing matches and stuff that people like, Happy Punch and those type of boxing promotions are putting on?
No.
No.
Here, let me ask you a question, Leon. All right. I know you really probably don't care about this. If you had to say from that instance, if they were going to remove one of those people from the card, who should it be?
I'm guessing the one who threw meat on the other one.
Really? You think so?
I mean,
Like that's who you would remove from the card?
if I'm looking at that and I'm seeing the video,
Okay.
the one who's throwing meat on the other one is the issue.
All right. I mean, because that is what happened. They were removing Alex Stein from the card, saying that it was because of the destruction of property, and that was Alex Stein's fault.
So what's the
Do you
problem?
agree? Well,
So what's the problem?
because that's not what happened. I mean, Alex Stein threw some hot dogs on the guy. Sure, they weren't pork. They were turkey dogs. So it was for a bit. It was for a gag. It was for a joke. And then the other guy is the one who actually started destroying property. My issue with it is that why is it that Alex Stein is the one who's getting the boot from the thing if it's the other guy who couldn't control himself?
Because he's the one that started the shit.
I mean, he did what people are supposed he did what you do in these types of things. Like, it's trying to promote a boxing event between two content creators. Like, why not do some, silly over the top shit like that? He threw
Well-
fucking turkey dogs on the guy and then said, "Welcome to America." It's pretty hilarious.
If it's a bit and this is all just to drum up some extra buys, well, good on everybody for signing off on it. But if it's not, you kind of got to go with the guy who started the shit.
Okay. All right.
So let me ask you your question about something else. Do you know who Leafy is here? Do you know who that creator is?
Yep.
What are your thoughts about Leafy is here?
The guy.
Yeah.
I have a
watched?
question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I have a question actually, because you made a tweet yesterday, Leon. How do you feel about Tommy C? Because I saw that you just recently started getting into him. Is that true?
We need more people like Tommy C that don't tolerate these fucking retards that be hanging around.
So you saw him going off on Grimsey or something, or?
I don't know what he was yelling at. He was yelling at somebody. I was like, we
Right.
need more of that.
Okay. Fair enough. Just thought, I don't know. I'm curious what you saw, but
Well, then you should go back and look at some of the archives on Tommy when he was younger. And because he was yelling at people all the time, right? He told people to kill themselves. He told people to.
it is really funny
Yeah.
because Tommy's called into this show even and given Riv and I a hard time about this whole
Yeah.
commentary thing.
I like
just like
Tommy.
y'all are stupid. He's like, y'all are being
Yeah.
autistic. This is
I like
ret- this is
Tommy. I
retarded.
think Tommy. Tommy's a cool cat. So,
He's the old drunk uncle.
he's a
That's
drunk
who he
uncle.
is.
I don't have. That's pretty much my show for this morning. I don't have anything unless there's something one of you two guys want to talk about. I really don't have anything else going this morning. So
Yeah, I'm along for the ride.
yeah. Leon, is there anything you want to talk about?
Abortion. All of you should have been aborted.
Okay. I mean, that's
Yeah,
Pretty
fair.
much it.
Sure.
It'd be hard to breathe if I was aborted. It'd be
Yeah.
hard to live in general if I was
Yeah.
aborted.
Yeah.
That's my stance.
Yeah. Will you be streaming? Let's see. Is Leon streaming today? Does Leon have anything out there scheduled?
Yeah, I'm bored. I gotta fucking admit, Chris was right. Probably. I don't know yet.
What was Chris right about?
Some shit he said about iDubbbz and whatever bitch that was arguing with him.
Oh, those
Chris the Narc was right.
Are you talking about the the interview that he did with the two black ladies is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Here we go, folks. This is it.
So wait, what happened?
Francesca Ramsey lied about iDubbbz. Well, I knew he did an interview. I haven't watched the interview, but I knew iDubbbz did a interview, and he was doing reparations for all the comedy he did back in the day that was racially charged, and he apologized for it. And then, if I'm not mistaken, the one chick basically said, once you do that type of content, there is no coming back. And basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't she say something about he just needs to be like paying money or something like that towards black creators or something? And that basically once you do that, you're always a racist and there's no coming back from it. Am I getting any of that incorrect?
The basis of what she said is, no matter what you do, you're always going to be someone who placated into racism and white supremacy, and nothing's really going to change. But if you give a little bit of money, that'll be the difference maker.
Okay. So,
which necessarily doesn't do shit.
Money
You're essentially saying buy forgiveness.
Yeah.
So who should be the recipient of these reparations? This monetary reparations?
Apparently just a bunch of black YouTubers who he's wronged in the past, which we only have record of one.
That was Jinxie, and Jinxie was an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
I really don't understand the reparations thing. It makes more sense when it's from somebody who's done something wrong specifically for people to argue that, but I don't get it. Like in this instance, so iDubbbz did an interview with this person, and then this person told iDubbbz to his face, in order to make amends, you have to do this, is what I'm understanding?
It was more implied subtly. It wasn't directly stated.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
I don't know, man. iDubbbz, you made your bed, you're sleeping in it, now you got,
so
people around.
How was Chris right and you were wrong?
Okay, so Chris made a judgment saying that woman on the screen that I have in the thumbnail never faced any criticism from iDubbbz.
Correct.
And in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe it was a long time ago. He don't remember, blase. Seemed like Chris might have been right.
Yeah.
And I hate it. Fuck that white guy.
Yeah. Well, anyone who had Chris the Narc, you have to be sus about anyone named Chris the Narc just based off the name alone.
I mean, he's a cop. So right then and there, it's like, fuck him.
And two, let's not forget who he went out on a date and they live streamed together at a bar and was all suck facey with. So I mean, there's that too. I mean, there's a lot of things in Chris's history that's a little bit suspect. So, I think I've consumed pretty much every video that iDubbbz ever made from 2016ish, whatever on. I even watched all of his godforsaken squirrel relocation videos that he did. I don't remember him ever talking about this woman. He talked about, of course, all the content cops, those characters. And he talked about like a lot of the bad unboxings. He had a whole series where he was doing with bad unboxings and stuff. And Kickstarter crap. He did a whole series on those. But so unless this lady did any of that Kickstarter crap or anything like that, I don't think. Yeah.
Do you know who Francesca is?
I don't even know who she is.
So we had a chatter tip me off to this. It was
Okay.
Lexinator said, "Isn't Francesca the lady that called out Shane Dawson years ago?" So I looked it up, and I believe she is.
Okay.
At least in 2020. So my name is coming up a lot on Twitter these days with regards to a certain YouTuber who's been called out for a history of racist content and jokes, and wanted to offer some of my thoughts a thread. And so then she has a thread where she talks about it, and it's Shane Dawson doing blackface.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how she's known. I don't know. Maybe she's her own content creator who's done her own thing, but that's, I guess, her thing.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know anything about her other than that.
Well,
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I don't understand what like is IARC. I'm sorry, IARC is iDubbbz just like on a full cuck arc? Is he just like any sort of way anybody who can just come up and fuck him like in front of him to his face? That's just what he wants. Because this is what it seems like to me. There's no bite to him. You know what I mean? There's nothing.
I want to kind of say something, but I'm almost kind of afraid to say it.
Pussy, say it.
Say it.
It comes across to me he has become one of these people who feel guilty just because he's white.
The white guilt complex thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I guess to be fair to that, it's not like if he did have some sort of like a, like let's say he did some shrooms and he got that hero's journey going, you know what I mean? And maybe he's got a moment of sincere introspection. Maybe it's the case that he looks back on all the things that he said, all the things that he did, and then he's like, oh, well, this is like, yeah, I am a progenitor of white bullshit and whatever, right? And so maybe that is where he's at right now, is he's just like, oh, I'm the devil. I'm a terrible person.
From my remembrance, he would do these bad unboxing videos where his fans would send him stuff, right? And it got to be a bit where the fans would put in like different, sometimes it was a deal where they'd cut out letters out of like a magazine or whatever, and they'd spell out the N word and then the F slur, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just for shock fact, whatever, right? Because again, gamer words, right?
Right.
And so to let them know that they weren't going to quote, I guess shock or whatever you want to call it. He was not going to let them have that type of power over him through trying to, with words or what have you. He just started saying the words that were on these pieces of paper. Right.
Mm.
And he would even say that he was, those words. Right. So I don't know. I mean, to me, I always took it as he was trying to remove the sting or remove the power, the negative power that those words, quote, possessed.
No, it was a grift.
You think it was a grift? Okay.
I don't know. You can't get to where he's at right now and it not be a grift. Like, because I just, like, what is he, my question is always like, what does a person stand to gain by shifting their entire worldview, Yeah. And it's like, if he sees the writing on the wall, okay, because now at this point too, it's probably like, all right, happy wife, happy life, certain, kind of mix that in with the rest of it. But then he's thinking like, okay, now I've got corporate sponsorships.
Yeah.
He runs the what's the name
Creator
of that
Clash
thing?
Creator
Clash.
Clash.
He runs that now. So I mean, he's it's again fiduciary responsibilities. You've got advertisers, you've got all sorts of things, all sorts of reasons why somebody like him would probably be like, all right, let's pull back a little bit. Like, let's not, let's not be as edgy, and maybe even make an apology tour so I can try to make some more corporate donor money, whatever. I don't know.
So
I don't fucking know.
You think there was you think this is more or less just trying to scrub his past?
I think this has always been a grift for him.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't think it's a matter of like, he had this opinion at some point and now he's got a different opinion.
Yeah.
I think he has no opinions. I think he's a vacuous void, and he just fucking just whatever he can do in order to make money is really what it seems like iDubbbz cares about.
So you're saying he's basically just another Ethan Klein?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so.
You
I
think
think that's fair.
you think the only reason why he was ever quote edgy back in the day was because he was hanging around with people like Filthy Frank, Max Mofo, Anything
Yeah.
for Views, which those guys were edgy back then, and they're still to this day, and they're not running from it. You know, they
Yeah.
don't run
Well,
from it. So
you know,
that I'm aware
I-
of.
No, and I don't think they are either, not to my knowledge, but I would just say it makes everybody who was around him extremely sus. Because to me, at least, like I look at that and I go, okay, so what's your game here? Because that's what game he was playing. What game are you playing? Are you playing a game? I don't know. I never really trusted those people, to be honest.
Well, I'm sure if iDubbbz would take and donate several millions of his dollars or whatever to something like the Negro College Fund, I'm sure that that would make Miss Francesca Ramsey very happy, because he would be making reparations and enabling young black people to attend great colleges and get a wonderful education and to better themselves as human beings. So there you go, problem solved. So anyway, and on that note, I'm going to call it a day. I will be with Miss K Huck this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. I don't believe I'm going to be able to do a stream in the morning. I've got some IRL stuff that's going on. So unfortunately, there will not be any Saturday morning stream. Sorry, guys. Sleep in. Enjoy your weekends. I will see you Sunday evening, clear as mud. If I get some free time or something, maybe Saturday afternoon or whatever, I may actually do a gaming stream. If I do, I'll tweet it out. So on that note, D-Max, is there anything coming up that that you'd like to let the chat know about, where they can find you? Any videos, anything with Now Recording? Anything?
At D_Max_HS over on Twitter, and go check out Now Recording on YouTube. We've got some stuff coming up. I'm working on finishing up an edit. Hopefully I can finish it today. Then we'll post it at some point in the next couple days. It's going to be a really good one, though. You're not going to want to miss it. A lot of fun. Yeah. Good bits. I don't know if did I show you, Peepaw? Did I show you with the big bit that I've got in this video?
Yes, you showed me. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
really funny. So that's all I got.
And I put the link into Leon's stream that's gonna be coming up here in about 5 hours, it says. So go check that out. Evidently, he is going to have to possibly eat a little crow and apologize to Chris the Narc. I hate to see it.
Don't apologize. There's no reason to.
So
not that guy.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, remember always to keep your powder dry and look for in the funny papers.